What makes Tashkent Files different from other political dramas?
Because it's not a political drama, it's a murder mystery.
If you have to ask a question to Mr. Modi,
Why did you agree to make Nehru Prime Minister?
where is your God?
Where is your God?
You can be the Prime Minister of India?
Why not?
Shah Rukh Khan.
Who is Shah Rukh Khan? Hi, I am Vivek Agnihotri. You are watching me on Bollywood Hungama. Please like it and hit the bell icon.
If following people were given truth serum, what one question you'd like to ask them? Okay, Shah Rukh Khan.
यार देखो मैं इन सब लोगों के बारे में ज़्यादा जानता नहीं हूँ मैं I don't know who is Shah Rukh Khan. I think that is the only truth he has. So who's the real Shah Rukh Khan?
Who's the real Shah Rukh Khan? Okay, if you had to ask a question to Tanushree Dutta, what would you like to ask her?
Where is your God?
Where is your God?
Where is your God?
If you have to ask a question to Nehru ji,
what was your compulsion that you forgot about Indian ethos and Indian values and you adopted all Western ethos and values?
If you have to ask a question to Arvind Kejriwal,
why so funny?
If you have to ask a question to Mahatma Gandhi ji,
in fact, some personalities are beyond question. I have nothing to ask him. I think he's a great soul and I have nothing to ask him.
Okay.
Why did you agree to make Nehru Prime Minister?
Why did you agree to make Nehru Prime Minister?
Yeah.
If you have to ask a question to Mr. Modi,
what's the secret of your energy?
If you're made the PM of India for one day, what three things you'd do?
First, I will tell people that it's very important to be successful. Without success, no country can grow. Second thing, that it is learn about your rights and exert your rights. And the first right of a citizen is right to truth. So go and fight for truth.
What makes Tashkent Files different from other political dramas?
Because it's not a political drama, it's a murder mystery. And nobody has made a murder mystery out of a Prime Minister's death. So this is the first time Prime Minister's death deals with whodunit.
If not Mr. Modi, whom would you like to see as your next PM of India?
That is the tragedy of this country, and that is a very, very serious tragedy of this country, that we have no alternative in this country right now at this moment. And therefore, I think, why not me?
You can be the Prime Minister of India?
Why not?
Any three events or moments post-independence that are affecting India's growth even today?
Number one, in 70s, Indira Gandhi was asked in Parliament, why doesn't she stop corruption? And she in Parliament said that corruption cannot be stopped, it's a worldwide phenomenon. I think that was the biggest mistake India made. It made corruption normalized and people said it's fine if Prime Minister is saying that. Second biggest mistake was emergency, obviously, but more than that, I think redefining the Constitution of India, secularism and socialism. It has created more conflict and chaos in this country. Third thing is, there are lots of issues which remain unsolved in this country. For example, the entire reservation system. You know, there are lots of questions. All we do is when people raise questions, we increase reservation. I don't think that is going to take this country into the next generation of artificial intelligence. We have to sort it out. We have to solve that problem. And besides that, whole lot of problems. But I think the biggest problem with our country is judiciary. Because it's delayed, it takes 15-20 years, nobody cares about judiciary. And that's why you will see nobody drives on lanes, nobody cares about any system. The minute judiciary becomes efficient, prompt, and when it starts delivering on time, you will find everything in this country will fall into place, everything will start happening, all this corruption will go out of the window.
Who according to you is a better Prime Minister, Narendra Modi or Atal Bihari Vajpayee?
Atal Bihari Vajpayee started the process of efficiency in this country. Mm-hmm. He brought in the vision, a larger vision for this country, that yes, India also deserves big schemes, India also deserves atom bomb, India also deserves big highways and all that. As far as Mr. Modi is concerned, what really I like about him is that he is an implementation man. Okay, once he picks up a project, then a lot of efficiency and speed comes into play. And today India is good. We don't have a problem of vision. We have great vision. We know where we want to go. And there are agencies to do that. Our biggest problem is implementation. Even private builders, when they start a building, they say we'll make it in 2 years. They end up making it in 5 years. So implementation, we have to understand that if India has to become a big power, it will become only through efficiency and productivity. There is no other way out.
If you have to join a political party, Between Congress and BJP, which one will you choose?
None.
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 Yes or no? Following statements. Will we get the answer to the question who killed Shastriji in your film The Tashkent Files?
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Do you support the idea of adding Chaukidar to your name on social media?
No.
Have you ever had a thought of contesting election?
No.
If you could, what would you? If you could change one thing about media?
I'll ask them to be honest and do their job, because media today does everything except for their job.
If you could relive a moment in history?
I would like to be on the train of partition. You know, when the train brought all the bodies from here to there, I would like to see that moment. It's been I really want to experience what happened during partition.
If you could change one thing about today's politics?
I would say there should be a 5-year embargo on politicians talking to media. There should be a totally disconnect between media and politics, because both of them have become one. That's why there is a lot of confusion and a lot of corruption, and I think the general psyche of the masses is being polluted because of that.
If you could meet any historical figure, who would that be?
I would want to meet Subhash Chandra Bose.
If you could make any one person mute, who will it be?
There are lots. There are lots, but yes, Rahul Gandhi.
Rahul Gandhi, you want to make him mute?
Yeah.
Okay. Hot or not? Following statements. Politics.
Hot.
Social media trials.
Hot.
Stand-up comedies.
Not.
Propaganda films.
Not.
Biopics.
Hot.
Adult comedies.
Hot.
Remakes.
Not. Not for me.
Can you tell us one good thing that Nehru has done and one bad thing that Mr. Modi has done?
One good thing which Nehru has done, I think what Nehru's biggest contribution would be that he actually promoted a lot of science and technology. And because of that, science was introduced, the modern Western science was introduced in Indian system. I think that was a really, really remarkable contribution of Nehru. As far as Mr. Modi is concerned, I think if you ask me honestly, personally, I think in one area where Mr. Modi has lacked is that in his tenure only the glamorous schemes got really popularized. You know, the schemes which could have a lot of amplification, only those schemes and those policies got amplified. Whereas this current government actually has done so much of work in areas where nobody ever did before. And why I'm saying this, because recently we made a show called Bharat Ki Baat, which was about the positive India, the achievers. It was about the people of India, what people of India have achieved. And that took me all over the country, villages, small places and all those things, you know. Now, in Imphal, near Imphal in Manipur, some 100-kilometer distance, one had to travel 6 hours. Can you believe it? There was after some time there was no road. So in mountains, you just find your way. We went there, there's a small village. This is the last village which got electrified. Last village. And some 15 families live there. For so many years, they didn't even know that something like electricity existed. And they got electricity. And they got so excited, they didn't buy switches to turn it on and off. They just got the cables and connected. Now for so many months, they have not even, put off the light or TV. It's running non-stop. They never saw electricity. Now, these kind of things nobody knows about. People don't know what is happening. Second thing, I think the biggest contribution of this government was Ujjwala. I come from a village where there is no water, no electricity, which has come now finally. And I've seen my entire generations cooking food on a chula, this thing. Now, since the Ujjwala has come, the life has changed. Life has changed in terms of now mothers spend more time with children, children are happier, the entire ecosystem starts changing. And it's got nothing to do with Modi or anything. But these kind of things people don't know about. All we keep discussing is demonetization, this, that, and all the bigger schemes because media laps them up. To understand Ujjwala, somebody will have to go into a village, sit with this woman, understand, spend time. So I think that relationship between Modi's government and the media, I think that is a weak spot. If I have to correct something, that's what I would like to correct. Hi, I am Vivek Agnihotri. You are watching me on Bollywood Hungama. Please like it and hit the bell icon.